Embodying Christ Consciousness. Welcome. This is a special Holy Day event. We're going to explore Christ Consciousness again. We've done this before. It's going to be a little bit different this time. We're going to do it in a little bit more advanced way. But the more we explore and we go into this, the more times we stretch out and reach, the easier it all becomes to return to this state and to have this state affect us in our daily lives. So thank you. Thank you for participating. Thank you for having the courage to participate. So let's do the prep work. Be comfortable. Not too slouchy, but comfortable. Try not to cross your ankles or your legs or your arms to allow the energy to flow better through these processes. And I think you'll do quite well. Maybe you're feeling the energy starting to build already. So we're going to call in the Ophanim, the archangels, in a specific way. And I'm using the ancient names of these Ophanim. And you can always call and ask, and I'll explain. Let's just experience now. We're starting in the east with Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Urel, Karael, Yisharel. Come forth now with all your choirs of angels and angels of healing, and help us through this process. Help us serve the light. Help us prepare ourselves. And help us heal ourselves as we ask that you help heal us and prepare us as well. Thank you so much, dear Lords, for your help. Amen, amen, and amen. Amen, amen, and amen. Thank you, dear Lords. Amen. So let's be in the center of the core being. Let's activate the base chakra. And now let's just choose to be in the I Am presence, to be at the throne of God. And let's take 3 relaxed, deep breaths. Relaxed is more important. Through your nose if you can. And when you're done, just choose to be in the center of the core being again. Doesn't matter where it is. Just have that thought, and you'll be there. So now let's clear chakras. You can do it yourself, or you can choose to participate and allow the energy I radiate out to do it. Just be in the center of the core being. As we now call on some advanced Shakti, some higher forms of the frequencies, some higher forms of the waveforms, and allow our base chakra to purify. This chakra is below the feet, and it's used to connect to things. And now we'll clear the root chakra, the first chakra. This chakra is about your life plan and how things are going to unfold. And if you have all kinds of things floating around in there, well, your life plan might not unfold so perfectly. Let's clear it out. Let's purify it. This is the chakra that you use to ground with. As well as the chakras on the bottoms of the feet. Good, good, good. So now just allow this Shakti in to clear and purify the second chakra. The second chakra is a water chakra. This chakra is about balance in every aspect of life, not just relationships and sexuality, but every aspect of life. Allow this chakra to purify and clear. And now allow your third chakra, your solar plexus chakra, to clear. This chakra is all about your personal power. This is the chakra that empowers you. Some of the junk that we put in this trunk is the need to control, the need to be right, the need to be a victim, the need to be a bully. All the things that affect your personal power go into this chakra, and they don't need to be there at all. In fact, they don't need to be anywhere. Let them transmute and release and be replaced now with this Shakti, that I'm allowing to come through me for that purpose. The deeper you go in the center of the core of being, the clearer your chakras will be. the more pure your chakras will become. So now let's allow Shakti to go in and purify the fourth chakra, the heart chakra. The heart chakra is a gateway chakra between the lower chakras and the higher chakras, between this incarnation and your immortal self, between you and the aspect of God that created you. This chakra is the gateway chakra. It doesn't need to have anything in it. This is not a place to store things about relationships, loved ones that have gone through various troubles and trials, or even who have passed. Place that elsewhere. We as humans have a tendency to put it in our heart chakra. Let's allow this gateway to be clear. This is the only chakra that has two colors, green and pink. Green on this side of the bridge, this side of the vortex, the wormhole, and pink on the far side, where that aspect of God that created you exists. And that other plane of existence, that other dimension. And whenever energy comes in through that gateway, it's always loving, nurturing. And that's how pink got to be associated with love. But for now, let's just allow those heart chakras to purify, to cleanse, to be made whole again. And now let's allow this Shakti to go into the fifth chakra, the throat, communication on all levels, communication between you and the cells of your body, between you and other people, between you and your guides. This is how you communicate with yourself on a subtle level, on that inner level. How you wish yourself into different states of being. The classic example is something's going to happen in school tomorrow. So you wake up with a fever and you don't have to go to school the next day. And you communicated that to the cells of your body. And then as we grow older, we forget that we can do this. And we forget how to heal ourselves. Step one is to purify and clear and cleanse the throat chakra so that it has a better opportunity to be effective, a better chance of working. Just let it work. Breathe. The next chakra is the sixth chakra, in between your eyebrows. People say it's about prophecy. It's also about insight and foresight. This is your wisdom chakra. Let's let it clear now. Let's let your Ajna chakra purify in absolute perfection. Good, good, good. So now let's connect our chakras. Let's do it the slower, methodical way so we can really sense what's going on there. As we connect the chakras, you can feel the energy coming down through the chakras. We're going to connect up to chakra 54 for this session. When we connect chakras together, they connect together like the longitudinal lines on a globe. So all these vertical energy lines. The channels for the energy are already there. All we're doing is clearing them out and allowing the energy to flow again. So let's just have the thought to connect from base to 1, and base to 2, and base to each chakra up to 54. And from 1 to 2. Well, when you connect 1 and 2, 1 is about your life plan, 2 is about balance. You're putting your life plan into balance. So we'll connect 1 to 2 and 1 to 3, empowering your life plan, and 1 to all the chakras up to 54, and 2 to 3, and 2 to 4, and 2 to all the chakras up to 54, and 3 to 4, and 3 to 5, and 3 to all the chakras up to 54, and 4 to 5, and 4 to 6, and 4 to all the chakras up to 54. And 5 to 6, and 5 to 7, and 5 to all the chakras up to 54. 6 to 7, 6 to 8, and 6 to all the chakras up to 54. And 7 is perfect in almost everyone. Maybe there's a dozen people on the planet where it's not. So from 12 to 54, from 7 to 54, all the inner chakra connections all at once. And for those of you who can sense energy, and some of you who can't, maybe you can feel the energy coming down and raining around you, flowing through you now, because it can. It's great. So now I'd like you to breathe in divine love. Breathe it in and fill the center of the core being with divine love. And breathe in divine peace and fill the center of the core being with divine peace. And now let's go to a higher version of those two. And let's breathe in primordial divine love. The divine love that was there at the beginning of creation. The divine love that was flowing through the Garden of Eden. Perhaps you'll feel it as being different than regular divine love. Breathe that in. Breathe it in and fill the center of the core being with that. And now let's breathe in primordial divine peace. And now let's go one more than that. And from the very, very depths, beyond this universe of duality, beyond the realms of light and dark, to the realms of everything, the realms of source. Let's breathe in eternal divine love. And fill the center of the core being with that. And let's breathe in eternal divine peace. And fill the center of the core being with that. And let's activate and energize and amplify and lock these 6 Shakti to your node in the center of the core being. And let's connect the base chakra to the center of the earth, and the base chakra to the earth logos. We've talked about the logi before. And now let's radiate out these 6 Shakti to every node on the grid of the planet, and every node on the grid of humanity. And let's ask and allow the earth logos to distribute and direct this Shakti to where it's needed now the most. And let's connect the base chakra to the center of the solar system, and the base chakra to the solar logos, and the base chakra to the center of the Milky Way, and the base chakra to the galactic logos, and the base chakra to the center of this universe, and the base chakra to the cosmic logos, and the base chakra to the center of all that is, and the base chakra to the center of lighted creation, and the base chakra to the Lord of all the logi. They're people who have accomplished what we're attempting to do right now. They're ascended masters. So now in the center of the core being, allow yourself to identify as your consciousness, your immortal consciousness that lives in this human shell, much like a hermit crab lives in a shell, and when it's done with the shell, it moves on to another. In the same way, so shall you. So be your immortal self right now, in the center of the core being. O Creator, O Being, absolute and above all, by thy holy throne, through the holy Elohim, through the Christos, through Adonai Yeshua Christos, and through the rivers of life, and tree of life, and flame of life, and the Merkabah, and all the agents and agencies thereof, therefrom and thereto, particularly the new heaven, new earth, and new Jerusalem. Send down now the Holy Spirit, the dove of Christ, the Christ force, the divine Mesla, the divine influence, the clear light, the uncreated light, the fire of all creation, and the golden force, to descend through us and fill us. And the Holy Ghost, and the silver light, and the life force ascend through us and fill us. And be conjoined within us, with the throne of God within us, with the Holy Grail, Red Lion, Cube of Space, the Elixir of Life, and Philosopher's Stone within us. And now through Soma Christu and Soma Elohenu, Ayima Christu, Ayima Elohenu, Guia Christu, Guia Elohenu, Domatoi Christu, Domatoi Elohenu, Pneumaticoi Christu, Pneumaticoi Elohenu, and Aqua Vitae, through our entirety, completely and fully realized. And through the Earth Logos, Solar Logos, Galactic Logos, Cosmic Logos, and the Lord of all the Logi. Bring forth now the eternal living flame of light, life, love, joy, truth, peace, wholeness, and prosperity through our entirety. And let the great light descend, and let the great light extend, and let the great light manifest now. Amen, amen, and amen. Amen, amen, and amen. Thank you, dear Lord. Amen. Be your consciousness, your immortal nature in the center of the core being. And allow your consciousness to expand from the center of the core being into your electromagnetic body. That's where all the chakras, marma points, nadis, meridians, where all of those things are. And let your consciousness, not your mind, fill that space as well. Now you have consciousness of your energetic nature. Do this frequently, and you'll gain awareness as well. And allow your consciousness to expand now into the physical body. As each subatomic particle shifts between mass and energy and back to mass again, it will carry your consciousness with it until your consciousness encompasses your entire physical body, electromagnetic body, and the center of the core being. And now let's allow your consciousness to expand into your emotional body. All the layers and sub-layers, interconnected layers. The personality layers are part of the emotional body. Allow yourself to experience this level of consciousness. Allow yourself to start becoming even more self-aware. So now let's allow the consciousness to expand further into the mental body. Again, all the layers and sublayers and interconnected layers. But this time, instead of being mind, your consciousness, universal mind, occupying an even greater percentage of your being. And now let's allow the consciousness to expand into the astral body. The causal body. The next body out. You'll notice a buildup of Shakti as well as consciousness. And soon we'll leave the Shakti behind and just be the consciousness. And now allow the consciousness to expand into the astral body. Fully and completely, as in all the bodies before. Allow yourself to become more aware. And now allow your consciousness to expand into the etheric body, the last of the inner bodies. Do this often, and you will gain much awareness in these different arenas. So now let's do a nice clearing breath. A deep breath in through the nose. Do not hold it. Immediately sigh it out. Vocalization helps. Ah. And now we're going to allow our consciousness to expand one body further into the first of the advanced bodies, the Christ body. Go ahead, just allow it. And when things stabilize and find that new balance point, this is Christ consciousness. And as you do this more and more, and become more and more aware at this level, that is Christ conscious awareness. Let's be with this. Welcome. "2018 is coming to a close, and it has been a banner year. It was a year for preparation, for clearing, for cleansing. Many people chose to go through this in a difficult way. For some it was easy, and some have yet to make their preparations. 2019 will continue the same for those who have yet to make their choices and prepare themselves. To choose for themselves where they wish to fit in the larger scheme of things. The first quarter will have many of you finishing up the processes and patterns in a graceful way that were started last year. This year, 2018. For some, the changes will begin. Many of you will see a dawn of a new way of being, a new way of thinking, a new way of perceiving. This will bleed out into all aspects and areas of life. your home, your work, your spiritual endeavors, your health, from your food choices to your word choices. Things will start to materialize for you in a different way, and for most in a better way. "2019 will be about your relationship with Source, your relationship with your higher self, your relationship with God, whichever way you choose to look at this. There will be changes in the governments and on the world scene. There will be efforts at peace in a way the world has never seen before. It is up to humanity to choose, to accept that peace, to allow that peace. As that peace is now being guided, for those who choose to pursue a spiritual path this year, or continue their path in the light, they will observe an influx of grace in all of their endeavors, such like they have never witnessed before. For this is a special year for that. Things will stabilize this year. This is a year when you can relax, but remember to put your house in order. Continue to prepare yourself, for this peace will not last. Enjoy this respite. Enjoy this influx. Many of you will experience gains. Be aware. Be aware of your choices of how you use these material gains. Distinguish necessities and needs from wants. This year more than most. Allow yourself the luxury of building up a reserve when you can. For those who continue to struggle, take a look inside. Find the part of you that continues to fight against the flow of energy, the flow of this peace. And bring this peace to that part of you. And allow it to dissolve. For you need not struggle. You are meant to have abundance. You are meant to have your needs met. Allow yourself this opportunity to change. Change with the flow. Trying to work your will against the flow will continue to bring you more of what you've experienced as you try to assert yourself over creation. These talks and topics will be geared towards helping bring you through these times and through these issues. Help one another. Be good to one another. Allow yourself to open up your heart. Your heart chakra, to allow these gateways for the energy to flow. Listen to your soul's directives. Follow your passions and your compassions in a way that works with that flow that you sense, and you will have much success. Know that you were designed for success. Know that success is your birthright. Be well. Be very, very well. Fill yourself with joy, and let that joy radiate out to the others who do not understand, to those who feel trapped. Continue to do your seva, your selfless service. Continue to do your spiritual practices. And prepare yourself on your path. whatever you choose your path to be. Feel the peace that you're in right now. Feel this state of being. From this state of being, you can accomplish much. And you can accomplish much with very little effort. This is the year to watch yourself grow, if you allow that. Things are changing. Things have changed. God's plan is not written in stone. It is continually rewritten. As humanity progresses forward, as it shifts and changes, as it chooses to grow into the light or not. And that choice is made one person at a time. Your choice matters more than you realize. Allow yourself to become more aware. Allow yourself to be consciousness, to be your immortal self, experiencing this incarnation through your humanity, through your human incarnation. You'll gain much insight. And in this year, you'll have the opportunity to do so in a greater way. For this is a year of growth. This is a year of shift. Universally, planetarily, and it starts with you. Thank you so much. Salut and Adonai. So thank you very much for participating in this. Feel free to participate in this as many times as you wish. If you find it helpful, please find it in your heart to donate to Shaktify. We're available at Shaktify.com. And your donations in the United States are tax deductible. Thank you. I wish you the very best. God bless.